Good morning, it's Michigan morning time. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna play with mushrooms today. Gribby, good morning, Gripster, and free. You better not be on a roof, and if you are, you better be careful right now. Ephraim, good morning, my friend. Good morning. I had a nice note from you yesterday. Sandman, good morning. Bridgie, good morning. I'm gonna take a second, say good morning. While I flip, but hold on, I gotta flip this. Willie, good morning, Mr. Will and Linda. Hope you're over there. Hold on. So we're showing outside. Look at that beautiful Michigan mushroom sky, as blue as they get. I think it's gonna be hot and muggy here today. Good morning, handsome Big J. You're handsome too. Hey, I want to show you guys something. Watch this. Flexing. Flexing. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. What is this? What is this? I'm so excited. I've wanted this for a while, and I finally splurged. Boop, boop, boop. What is it? What's going on here? Good morning, Mush Fam. While we're all joining, I'm flex showing off here. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, what is this? What's happening? Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Blue, 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 blue. It won't. If I turn it on its screen, YouTube turns me off. If I turn it on its side, this is the only thing they'll give me. So that right there is the new. That's the Pops water distiller. I have my own water distiller in the house. No more going down to the grocery store, to the corner water store, and getting distilled water. Laboratory grade, cleaned water. And then, of course, you sterilize it still as needed. But I will always. Yeah, no, they don't. It's YouTube's funny. You can only run the stuff vertical if you. Whoops. If you try to turn it around the other way, it 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 tells you, it disables the camera on your phone. So, you guys who you might have to go back and look, Pops has the newest water distiller in town. And I'm going to tell you, the truth is, it wasn't cheap, but I made up my mind to do it finally. I've been wanting one. And then they have cheaper versions. But every time you get a cheap thing, you end up, if you really do use it the way we plan on, it'll pay for itself. The calculations are, you're paying $1.50 a gallon for distilled water at the store. I can distill it for 5 cents a gallon. Of course, you got to pay for the machine, but it's good. It's there, and it gives me in 6 hours I can do 4 liters in 6 hours. So, David, you're saying your screen's black. You might be the only one. That is made by Vivo Home. Vivo, let me see. It's a good one. Yeah. Vivo Home. VIVO Home. Good morning. What a great morning it's already started out to be. Guess why? Pop's got self-discipline. Yep, it is a good investment. I can't wait for it. Plus, well, I was going to say if there's anybody close by, but nobody's close by needs to pick up distilled water, but there'll be plenty here. Jeff, I wish it was Friday too. I can't wait to go fishing. I was going to talk about you briefly. Self-discipline morning. That's what we're going to talk about for most of this morning. Some of you know, and because I talk about it all the time, Pops is a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. That's the way they train you. That's a program that I've kept. That's one of those, we talk about in the four agreements. There's agreements that we make. And some of those agreements that I've had about myself, the one that I say I'm not handsome, told that myself that all my life. You guys are helping change that agreement when you compliment me every day. And I compliment people. That's all, because I'm trying to change that agreement. There's an agreement I made when I was 20 years old. And that agreement, Richard just said it. That agreement was, I'm going to be a United States Marine. I want to be a badass. And that's really what it was. I was a smart, little, intelligent little guy, but nobody took me serious. I was really a good athlete too, but nobody took me serious because I was smart. So I walked around like a brainiac, but inside my soul was an athlete. Thanks, Batman. Inside my soul, I was an athlete. That's what I thought. But I was small, fast, but small, little guy. So psychologically, you look back, you realize what you're doing. Ellen, thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. So I look back, well, what I was trying to prove my manhood to myself at 20. I'm going to be a Marine. You could pick any of the 4 services, but you're going to pick the Marines. Air Force was dying for me on my entrance exam stuff. Oh, come on, kid. We'll give you any job you want in the Air Force. I don't want to be in the Air Force. I want to be a Marine. Can't wait for boot camp. I want to prove to myself that I'm capable. Another brag story. I came out first in my platoon of all the kids. You're talking some strong young men. I just wanted to be first. And I'm bragging to tell you that, all of that, because it's not a brag, it's a self-claim. You start out with 120 kids, 69 make it out of the boot camp. And you're number 1. That's self-discipline. That's where it starts. You show up to yourself every day. And get the reward for that, because they reward you for good behavior in the Marines. You'll learn if you do good, you get good. The reward was the top 3 kids, the top 3 recruits. They didn't even call you a Marine. You weren't even allowed to be called a Marine until graduation day. Up until then, you were just a lowly recruit. You're a recruit. Couldn't wait for the day you graduate, throw your hat in the air, and they call you a Marine. It was the second best day of your life. First day is when your kid's born. The other day is when your Marine is born in you. So having said that, I throw my hat up in the air. The top 3 hat throwers, they get to pick their duty station. You get to decide whatever duty station you decide. We're going to send you to that duty station. That's where you're going to go to work. The duty station that I chose was 55 miles away from the house that I grew up in. There I was, 55 miles from home. Picked the station closest to home. Guess what I did? Mr. Discipline, Mr. Number 1. I took the easy way out. I took the base closest to home. I took the base closest to all the evil influences that I wanted to get away from. And there's more to that story. I'll tell you guys more about that later. But I didn't pick the best duty station. I picked the easiest one. It wasn't a winning choice. Brutal, I got your package. Thank you, bro. We'll talk soon. You guys want to hear? Give me 10 people. There's enough here. Give me 10 people. Say, Pops, we want to hear more about your Marine Corps stories in the future. Tell us more stories. Pops, tell me more. And then tell me more, Pops. I know you guys have got to be, you got to want to hear more about me being a Marine. Right? What happened with that duty station choice? What happened? I'm glad I got you guys. Good. I want you to keep coming back, keep listening to these stories. There's I got all kinds of stories. You should hear a couple of the stories of boot camp. Full Metal Jacket, you guys remember that movie, Full Metal Jacket? They didn't do too bad on that's one of the few movies that did Marine Corps boot camp pretty good. There's a couple of things in there that could never, ever have happened. The guy would have never got off the firing range with those rounds in his pocket. Never happened. you literally get patted down and practically cavity checked before you leave the firing range. So, and every shell casing's counted for, blah, blah. But having said that, what's your favorite grade? Guys, I forgot about our giveaways this morning. Let me see. Let me get a first guy to roll through here. Oh, Callie. OG Callie. OG Callie, please do this giveaway. Get rid of the first supplement package. Let's get the first supplement package moving. Okay? You do that one. Oh, guys. That's what I wanted to talk about this morning, why I started with this marine angle. I'll get back to it. But get this thing going. OG Callie. Thank you, bro. Thanks for saying yes. OG Callie, just get that thing going now. We got 3 of these to go, and Pops has already been talking for too long. Richard, get our likes up, please. I count on you. The rest of you, I don't care if you guys do likes or not. It's Richard's responsibility. If you guys didn't push your likes, I blame Richard. Okay? So, I love you, Richard, my whipping horse. So get those things up so Richard isn't in trouble. All right? Excuse me this morning. David Umana, you're going to do the second giveaway. Time it a little bit, David. Wait a few minutes in between the end of this one and the beginning of the next one. I know you're going to get excited that you're doing a giveaway. Now you're going to give away a 4-pack of Bloosh supplements. Bloosh, we're calling this here. Okay? This is Blooshy. Bloosh. So, David, you're going to be Mr. Bloosh 4-pack. All right? Listen, I need help with one thing. Miss all you winning people. David is our second giver. When you guys write in your DM, we're doing a great job of giving away and spreading and generosity. And it's a beautiful thing. Love it. Building, sharing, spreading, blooshing. When you guys DM me to say, Pops, I won, I'm so happy to hear from you, because sometimes you guys are so standoffish, like you won, but you don't want to claim your prize. Stop it. Claim your prize. Having said that, when you do, remind me what you won. I don't always remember, and I don't write it down. So if you know you won something, you should know what you won. I hope you do, because we're doing a different thing each time. And sometimes you guys go, I don't know what I won, so I'm having to guess. And then I send you something, and maybe it's not what you want, So help me, help you. Let me do that again. Help me, help you receive those prizes that you should. Okay? So it's not every day you can communicate with us. Listen, that's the deal. So you have to tell me what it is you won. You're winning and your item. Fair? Fair. Help me out. So we got OG Callie doing it. We got David doing it. And I'm going to assign one more. And this is going to be Brutal. Will you be able to stick around till about 45 minutes into the deal? Brutal. I'd like you to be, because Brutal, I don't know if you, just a couple of days ago, I showed that gosh darn great drawing, pencil, colored deal you sent me that just made me cry. So Brutal, you're it. Brutal, you're going to do the final giveaway. Okay, and our final giveaway today is a cute little supplement pack that I can't wait for somebody to get and enjoy, and that's going to be this. Okay, it's a supplement caps. They're from very supplemental type of caps. Okay, that was a good radio voice, was it really? You know what? There's a part of me wished I did radio back in the day. I want to be like a kind Rush Limbaugh. How's that? Not like a controversial Rush, but let's teach kindness to America. Right? That would be like, let's teach goodness. That'd be the coolest thing. Netflix. Somebody get us on Netflix. That's what we should be doing. We should have a whole Netflix, and they watch us do this, and you guys are characters, the unseen characters. So, okay, let's get a couple of things going. Jeff in New Zealand. Doing a great job, you guys. He's got I don't do this often. I just don't. because it's not a platform where I'm looking for people to, because then it gets bigger and we start turning it into this charity thing. It's not what we do here. We have tea, we hang out, you guys listen to me blab, and you connect. We facilitate communication. That's what we want to do here, okay? And we do a beautiful job of it. You guys are really communicating in a kind and healthy way. Healthy. You know what I thought of just this morning? How wonderful it is to have a spot that for the first, I'll go on to this here in a few minutes about self-discipline, but the self-discipline of everybody that shows up here at 9, 9:05, 9:07, they've made their bed and they sneak in the door here and boop, they're at the meeting. There isn't one person, you kind of drag yourself to tea. A couple of times a week, you have to drag yourself here. I know that. Guess what? I can say this. I would bet a pound of shrooms on this. That's a lot. That's a lot. I would bet a pound of shrooms, wet or dry, I don't care. I would bet a pound of shrooms that is in a single person that shows up here, even when they dragged him. It's going to be tough. I got to make it, though. I bet you there's not one person by 9:45, 9:50 when we sign off that isn't happy they showed up. If anybody could say, no, Pops, I'm really upset. I wish I didn't show up. You DM me or you say it right here, and I will send you your pound. I will send it to you. I don't think anybody on here could possibly say that. Because you showed up. It took a minute. You had to drag yourself sometimes to get there. But after you're there, boy, are you glad you showed up. No takers. No takers. You will not get a taker on that. Nobody's going to stick around 45, 50 minutes if they are unhappy that they showed up. It's a basic. So we're going to talk about that here in a minute. But Jeffrey over in New Zealand, why we show up at tea, you know why we show up at tea? Self-discipline. We'll get to that. Jeffrey over in New Zealand is not why we show up at tea, charity isn't. But there's an offshoot here. And when we have a sister in New Zealand that's in need, she's looking to get a pressure cooker, let's get her a pressure cooker. Jeff's figured out how to do it without it costing him a whole lot of money, but he's put a whole lot of time into it. So $5 or $2, that's it. I don't want to see another $10. That's too much. Because between 10 people, if we all put $5 each, and that's $50, it's almost a pressure cooker right there. And nobody got hurt. That was one less hamburger this week. That was it. You didn't get a hamburger on a drive-thru. And the lady in New Zealand, will be cooking mycology supplies for the rest of her life because you didn't have a hamburger. What? It's a pretty good deal. Can I give 2 hamburgers, please? No, just one. We just want 1 hamburger from you. I don't mean, you know what I mean. Just keep it low. Nobody's looking for a big shot donation, nothing like that. Okay? Just give a couple of bucks over, get with Jeff, and see if we get this lady her. Jeff didn't make it happen. All right? Get this lady her pressure cooker. And in the future, we're going to do the same thing. We haven't figured it out. We're talking about it over on Discourse, but a lend-lease program somehow or another for pressure cookers. Because here's what I know. We got people with pressure cookers sitting in their garage or sitting in a shelf in their kitchen and they're not using them. It's okay. Pressure cookers don't get used all the time. And we got other people that have needs for them. We got to figure out how to make that happen without it hurting anybody. Okay? So we'll figure it out. Those pressure cookers key. You get pressure cooker into some people's hands, they're next level. And they'll never look back. Okay, so help Jeff out there. Tonight, we're going to be doing our reading at 9 o'clock. And it's going to be from the book, The Four Agreements. And it's going to be the 4th chapter, The Four Agreements. Linda, who's on here. Hey, oh my gosh, I almost forgot. And I have her written down here. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Linda. Linda and Will. Linda, you guys say good morning to Linda. I'll read a couple of your good mornings to her. She's been, what a resource. What an intelligent and thoughtful woman. Good morning from 1-2, Linda. Good morning from Eric. Good morning from Windows. Hey, Linda. Let's give Linda some good mornings. Grippy, good morning, Linda. Kyle Fish, good morning. Have a beautiful day. Chris and Helen said good morning, Linda and Will. Free says good morning, Linda. Brutal says good morning, Linda. Tiff B says good morning, Linda and Will. I love it, you guys. Thanks for saying top of the morning, Linda. Yay, good morning from Alyssa. Alyssa, you're so sweet. Ephraim, he's gonna joke, but he decided to say good morning. Linda Lee, Linda, good morning, you beautiful soul. Good morning, Linda and Will. Linda says good morning, all. Thank you. So Will's, she's hearing it. They say thank you back. Man, I get touched by Linda every morning. I love that. Thank you for being here, Linda and Will, and everybody. Man, I love that. So Linda, the resource that she is, open my DM every once in a while. There's some new information in there. She just feeds me information like, boop, Pop should know this. Boop, Pop should know that. And she's right. Well, this one is, when you guys get a chance, and if I'm not giving the right information on this, get with her or get with Will. I'm going to throw them under the bus. I'll probably get a bunch of DMs now. The book Radical Mycology is somehow or another, according to her, available on a PDF download. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I just made notes. Okay? You're welcome, Alyssa. Good morning, Alyssa. Radical Mycology book is available on PDF downloads online. That's what I wrote. So it seems to good morning, Linda from Sci Research. She's a sweet lady just like you. I'm getting scrambled here, you guys. I want to get this out. Radical Mycology book is available, PDF, download, online. I don't know what that means, but instead of having to buy it all the time or wait for it to be sent to you or something, you can get it downloaded to your phone. Highly, highly recommend this book, and we'll be studying into it as a group once we finish up with the 4 agreements. So good morning, Shane. Good morning, you magician yourself. I want to say hello from Michael Mushlove. He's a good friend of ours that's here all the time in the morning. And everybody give a chance to just do a scroll and a quick hello to Michael Mushlove. He has taken a job that has a different set of hours, or his job switched his shift or something. He's usually always here. Bummed out. Michael Mushlove, okay, who we're talking to. Just says hi to everybody, and I think it would be appropriate if we said hi to him because he says he watches all of us on replay. There we go. David saying good morning, and Chris is saying good morning, and Kyle saying he misses you, and Jeff saying good, what's up, Michael? And sometimes I don't know that they can read the scroll, so I'm saying them out loud. Good morning, Michael. Hi, Mush Love. Michael Mush, we missed you. That's what I wanted from you guys. Thank you, because he watches them back. He says, I won't miss a replay, Pops, and I miss you guys a lot. I miss it. And would you please say hello to the family for me? Boop. We said hello. Mushy, good morning, Mushy. All of them are saying good morning back to you, Michael Mushlove. So keep working hard, bro. That's more important than this, but this is important. Okay. So we got that stuff out of the way. We've done O'Callie's giveaway. David may be working on his. Brutal, you've got one to do. Let me do a couple of readings here this morning. Back to where we're talking about the Marines. Why did I bring that up this morning? So this morning, that's where my head was at, was the self-respect that it takes to show up wherever you say you're going to show up in your own life. It starts with self-respect. And it's funny because we've been programmed differently. Remember these programs that we start with, these agreements that society's given us and we just taught, and that's our agreement. We agree. One of those agreements is that You can't lie to somebody else. You can't let somebody else down. But it's okay to let yourself down. What? What do you mean? Yeah. We've taught ourselves that. We have an agreement with ourselves on that. You can't let somebody else down, but you can let yourself down. What? What are you talking about? I'll explain. I'll give you an example. By explanation, I'll give you an example. A very pertinent example. Jeff on here is my fishing captain. Captains the boat. Amazing fisherman. And we make agreement usually on a Friday afternoon, what time we're going to meet at the boat dock on Saturday mornings. 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5:30, whatever time the captain says to be there, that's what time we're going to be there. Okay. So when I wake up in the morning on Saturday morning, I always have to set my alarm. It takes me a half hour to get ready and an hour to get there. So whatever time we're going to get to the dock, I have to set my alarm an hour and a half early. No problem. So I do that. My alarm goes off on Saturday morning. I roll over and I look at it, and nothing in the world would stop me from getting out of bed and making it to that boat dock. Nothing. Because I have an agreement with Jeff that I'm going to be there. Now, there's Friday morning when I haven't agreed with Jeff, but I've set my alarm to go fishing, and it's just going to be with me, and my alarm goes off, and I roll over and I look at it, but I don't have to meet anybody at the dock. How often do you think I've pushed my alarm, rolled over, and gone back to sleep? A lot. So I didn't keep an agreement with myself. I kept one with Jeff. But many times I don't keep agreements with myself. That's a lack of self-discipline. Many times I've done that. Some of you probably think, oh, no, Pops wouldn't do that. I do that. It's going to be cold. It's going to be... And I let myself down. I talk myself out of it. I quit. I don't have the self-discipline. Now, that's not an inconsequential thing. That's about fishing. There will be other things I will never not get out of bed when I told myself, but that one there. And what I've done when I've done that is I've programmed myself to say it's okay to do it again next time. I can lie to myself, but I can't lie to Jeff. That's not a good program. The program's supposed to be if I tell myself first, then I'm there no matter what. If I made a plan, no matter what. Unless the plan says I can wake up in the morning and change my mind if I feel like it. That could be part of the plan, but that's never part of my plan. The fishing poles are in the car. I am supposed to, the worms are there. Yeah, we'll do the map today for sure. So, all of this I'm rambling to tell you. You have to tell yourself, you have to keep your own agreement with yourself first. This morning I've really got down on myself for that. Not down on myself, but I'm reminding myself. I'm reminding myself that my self-discipline can really slip too. In the small ways, they start slipping away. Little things, and the next thing you know, you're looking around and you're not living the disciplined life. And the lack of discipline is 100% a lack of self-respect. You're not respecting yourself. I respected Jeff. I showed up for Jeff, but I didn't show up for myself. Well, this morning I knew, every day, new day. This morning, Pops woke up. You guys are lucky you're not here. You would have been in Marine Corps boot camp with me doing push-ups and sit-ups this morning. Yep, we're getting after it this morning, baby. Push-ups and sit-ups. We're up. Boom, boom, boom. Back in the game. You guys are lucky you weren't here this morning. You guys have been doing crunches. So, it's okay to not be perfect, but it's not okay to not respect yourself? Pops, you're talking to a mirror. That's who I'm talking. You guys are my mirror this morning. Let me read a couple of things. Just get yourself that 15 minutes a day. You know what my 15 minutes a day working on today was? 15 push-ups. And you know, as crazy as I'm in pretty darn decent shape for an old fella. I bet you I'm gonna be a little bit sore. I bet you. I struggle. You push myself from the bed while also struggling to sit up. I'm not sure what that means, Louis, but that's okay, bro. Make agreement with yourself. Keep that agreement first. You start really convincing yourself you're a pretty good guy. You start programming yourself that you do what you say you're going to do. Give you a couple of examples. This came from Richard, our Smash Monitor, our poet, in-house poet. By the way, Deuterino is off on a job interview this morning. So if he gets a chance to look at this later, good luck. We hope he does well. He's got a very solid opportunity, he thinks. So he's off on a nice job interview. That's why he's not here this morning. But I always think of the two of them. I think of them almost as competing poets. Two poet warriors. Between the two of them, they both have such poetic hearts, and they're romantic men. Did you guys know they're romantic? Smasher is a romantic guy. The path I endure is riddled with thorns and snares. With each step, another foe advances against me. My determination to see the end is met with an equally thought-out plan of my destruction. Through broken skin and bloodied lip, I continue up. Knowing the goal in which I seek will be mine, and with each stab and strike, I will push harder. Gritted smile greets my enemies as I step closer. I will not allow a thrown rock or pit stop me from obtaining what is mine. For at the base of this path, the decision was made. I will conquer this journey, no matter the pain. He wrote this to me about 3 days ago. How appropriate for this morning. For at the base of this path, the decision was made. It's good stuff, Tiff. Kid's a romantic. Conquer it no matter the pain, and it means showing up. Can't conquer anything laying on your side, being a turtle upside down. This is really good. This is really good. I want to show you one other thing. This is a little not quite part of our subject of this morning, but I'm going to throw this in here because I have a point that I want to make with it. So go with me on this, okay? Richard writes a comment to me. I know the last one wasn't cheerful, almost the same idea as another I sent you. I'm going through a cloud right now, but I wanted to share this. Gives a glimpse of my past. I want to apologize for the darkness of it. He says, I want to apologize for the darkness of it. Okay, let's listen now and then see what happens. You guys paying attention out there? I hope you guys are paying attention. This is a great morning. This is good stuff. He apologizes for the darkness of it. Okay? Screams paint these walls before the sun bleaches the curtain. The blood is dry in the carpet, but the sound of fist on flesh is echoing still. Under blanket with muffled tears, my courage erodes. Wanting to save her, but knowing the consequences of trying would cause more pain. Screams replace laughs as the sun fades behind the hill. Why does time pass, yet this pain remains? What is love without the remainder of hate? So he apologizes. He says, I'm sorry for the darkness of this one. Here's Pop's reply. I won't read the next one if you start with an apology. You don't apologize before you send something creative. What the hell is that? Don't you dare apologize to me. You know what I'm talking about? You don't apologize for before you send something. You're celebrating. There's nothing, it couldn't be dark if it's creative. I won't read the next one if you start with the apologizing, okay? Be rich. All your parts are perfect. Someone taught you dark. Unteach that. It's another one of our agreements. I don't want Richard. There's no such thing as dark and light and creative. Am I right? Pops, you're right. Pops, you're right. We were taught that's dark. There's nothing dark in there. That's just the other side of something. It's just a different angle. Just another word. Unlearning is very hard, but it's not if you do it 15 minutes a day, whatever it is you want to do. One step at a time. Pops, I'm right. Big J says I'm right. Free says I'm right. Don't apologize for darkness. There's no light without darkness. What is darkness? Darkness is bad. Light's good. What? Darkness is dark. Light is light. There's no good and bad attached. We attached it because we came up with this agreement. There's nothing dark here. There's just another side of Richard. Another pretty piece of him. And I wanted to use that as an object lesson. I literally wrote this. I read this so I could read what I wrote him. Okay? Just so I could read what I wrote him. So we could all hear that. That we're not darkness or light. That's a perspective. There's nothing wrong. They're the same thing. A knife is a knife. It's a knife. You take a knife, you put it in the hand of a criminal, a murderer, he's gonna slat your throat. You put a knife in the hand of a surgeon, he's gonna save your life. It'll be a scalpel. He'll open your heart and save your life. It had nothing to do with the knife. The dark had nothing to do with the dark. What are you gonna do with it? You know what we do with the dark here? We grow mushrooms. That's beautiful, Kathleen. Darkness is all color in one. Darkness should be not. We made an agreement somewhere that there's something wrong with dark and light is good, dark is bad. The older I get, the more I'm finding out our agreements suck. We need new agreements. Desperata. This came from Kyle Fish. Kyle's been with us for a little bit now, and Kyle's super smart. And Kyle's over with us on Discord. Brightest smile. You can just see him sitting there, just absorbing things that are going on. He chimes in once in a while. Kyle, you are so welcome, and I'm so glad to call you a friend here. And thank you for sending this in, Kyle. Very, very appreciative. If there should be a third giveaway. Brutal has the third one. I'm going to read this. We'll get to the map. I'm kind of rambling as usual. Pops is crazy this morning. Nope, I'm serious, Kyle. Okay, Desperata. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender. I like that part. Without surrender, Be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexatious to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not fake affection. Neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. Do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. By Max Ehrmann, and this was written in 1927. I don't think a lot's changed since 1927, has it? Think about that. 1927. Feels like it could have been written by Kyle yesterday. It's good, Kyle. If you don't come out of this lockdown with a new skill, more knowledge, and better health and fitness, then you didn't lack time, you just lacked discipline. Thanks, guys. Did you hear what I just said? I wrote it over on IG this morning. If you don't come out of this lockdown with a new skill, more knowledge, better health and fitness, you never lacked time. You lacked discipline, pal. You were lazy. You didn't respect yourself. You got emotionally and spiritually fat. Physically fat, sometimes you can't help it. Emotionally fat, you can help it. Spiritually, never an excuse. You're not respecting yourself. Are you respecting yourself this morning? Let me ask you, how much self-discipline do you have? Let me ask a couple more questions. Just an examination questions. In the reading of lives of great men, I found that the first victory they've had, the first victory that a young Marine at 20 years old carry on through the rest of his life, the first victory you're going to have isn't over the other 69 guys in the platoon, or the 45 that washed out because they couldn't make it. Quitters. The first guy is yourself. When you make up your mind, I'm going to be number one. That's it. I'm going to be it. I'm the guy. And I'm going to make it happen. It's an inside job. In reading the lives of great men, I found out the first victory they won was over themselves. Self-discipline with all of them came first. Starts with making your bed. Starts with showing up to your own life first. Your self-respect level gets super high. You don't let people hang around you that don't respect you back. Your life starts shedding all kinds of crap, all kinds of toxicity. Can't be. You're a Teflon walking dude. Self-respect gives you Teflon. You walk in a room full of guys, you look around, you don't even have to say it out loud. You go, I know I'm the most self-disciplined guy in here. I know it. I know it. I showed up at everything I said I was going to do. I'm the ball guy. Guess what you attract? The law of attraction. That on the ball, squared away guy, do you think that there's a bunch of bums hanging around him? Or are there a bunch of people going, man, I want to be like that? You know, I had fish with Jeff. So I want to be the best fisherman in Michigan. I think he's it. You hang around people you want to be like. That's why we're here in the morning. Discipline is the bridge. We love bridges. We love bridgy. Discipline is the bridge. What bridge, Pops? Oh, it's a bridge. What bridge? Let me tell you what bridge it is. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. You know how many goals people sitting on couches have? A lot. I can have 1,000,000 goals sitting on the couch. There's a discipline is the bridge between that goal and the actual accomplishment. Discipline is a bridge between goals and accomplishments. How come you're not getting your job? How come you're not achieving your goals? How much discipline are you putting in it? The ability to discipline yourself. Listen to this. This took Pops a long time. It took him until he was 30 years old and went into a rehab. It took me until I was 30 years old. The ability to discipline yourself, to delay gratification. See, I could do all kinds of things wonderful, but I wanted it now. Now. Yesterday. And half the time my brain thought it deserved it somehow. You uppity little thing. Who do you think you are? What work did you put in? The ability to discipline yourself to delay gratification in the short term in order to enjoy greater rewards in the long term is the indispensable prerequisite for success. Self-gratification delayed. Self-gratification delayed. That's self-discipline. And what's the amazing miracle of that? As you're delaying self-gratification, you're increasing other people's gratification. Therefore, your self-gratification is going to get bigger. It's spiritual math. The number one trait that is essential to accomplish goals, what do you think it is? Self-discipline. I'm going to read 2 more, and we'll be good. It's been a good morning. David, who won? Someone had to get the number. Okay. You guys will figure that out. Get me the 3 winners when you guys know. Develop self-discipline. Do what needs to be done, even if you don't want to do it. Chris, Pops, morning, roll over, hit the snooze button. Don't go when you said you would, even if it's just you. Develop self-discipline. Do what needs to be done, even if you don't want to do it. Because guess what happens when you show up? You're really glad you did. Remember, that's how we started out this morning. Some of us say, I'm going to drag myself to tea. I don't want to let my friends down there expecting to see me over there. Man, I'm glad I went to tea. This feels good. Man, I'm ready to face the day. Boom, give me some, come on, Pops, let's go. One more, and then I'll hit the map. You will never, I'm going to post this one. You will never always be motivated. Sometimes you're motivated. Sometimes you're ready to go, man. But you will never always be motivated. Nobody is. It's impossible to live always motivated, 100% on all the time. You will never always be motivated. So you have to learn to be disciplined. Because discipline will replace the motivation. You're on discipline mode for a little bit. And then you get motivated, you back it. You will never always be motivated. You have to learn to be disciplined. Okay? I have a feeling the map's going to get a little bit tangled up with the game, so we'll put the map on tomorrow. Kathleen, I apologize, and thanks for reminding me. We'll let this game play out, and then I'm going to scroll out and let people say goodbye. It's been a beautiful morning. Thanks for letting me scream a little bit. While these are scrolling, I'll say a couple more of these. Self-discipline begins with the mastery of your self-thoughts. If you don't control what you think, you can't control what you do. Let me read that again. Are you guys kind of cool how many, when Pops, do you see how many of these quotes I put together to read for you guys? You guys see this? I put about 50 of these together. It's so beautiful because now I get to sit around. I'm going to preach self-discipline to myself. This is beautiful. Without self-discipline, success is impossible. Period. Say it again. Without self-discipline, success is impossible. Period. Period. Done. Can't do it. Over. Discipline. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the closer line. Here's the closer line, especially when you're 63 years old. You ready for this one? Be ready for this one. Thanks, Kathleen. I'll get it tomorrow. And you remind me and Big J. Remember, this is the one. This is the one I want to go out on. Discipline is your relationship with the time you have left. Everybody stop for 1 second. 1 second. Stop. Please stop. You got it, Free. You heard it. Free heard it. Please listen to that. Stop. We'll do numbers here in a second. Discipline is your relationship with the time you have left. What? I gotta fit my discipline in here somewhere. How am I going to maximize this time I have? What am I got to get the most out of it. I'm 63. Only got a few years left. I gotta maximize, man. There's people out there who need to learn. People need to learn how to grow tubs, and people need to learn how to be kind. I gotta show up. That's huge. Discipline is your relationship with the time you have left. You 20-year-olds don't get it yet. You 20-year-olds don't get it. Get disciplined. If you got 40 years, you can put in next 40 years, you guys can make the biggest differences in the whole world. That really hit me. And I read that this morning. I was using that for my closer. But man, we don't have and when it says that too, the first thing I thought, we don't even know what time we have left. I could get hit by a bus today. We could get hit by buses. What are we doing with the time we have? Self-discipline gets us the most out of it. And not one of these moments will we ever get back. You got to get them, squeeze every freaking ounce of it out. Love you guys. Love you so much. Thanks for letting me blab there. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to scroll out. Guys, get me the DMs on the people that won your prizes. Man, I got emotional. Your self-discipline. Let me read that one more time. Who wants me to post that? Who wants me to post that? I was going to do the other one. I like this one. Discipline is your relationship with the time you have left. Right? I'm going to post that to you guys. Thanks, guys. I'm going to scroll out. Love you, Pops. Make it an awesome day, everyone. Bridgie, free. I'll post it. Exception, love you. Windows, got you. Whiskey. Bridgie, I'm posting that. You guys have good relationships with the time you have left. Commando read the poem, Two Roads. Oh, that's a good poem. But get that to one of the readings. I'm going to post it and tag it to you, Pops. Okay. All right, that sounds good. Post it. Tiff, post it. David, you guys have a beautiful day. Kathleen D, thanks for being so beautiful. Post it, Richard. Okay, guys, thank you so much. What a beautiful morning. Self-discipline. Get after your stuff today. Self-discipline is your relationship with the time you have left. Seize the day. That's what it is, Whiskey. That's exactly what it is. We're the Good Poet Society right here. The Dead Poet Society. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Beautiful. Carpe not. What's the other one? The night? How do you noche? I don't know. Love you guys. I'm going to scroll. Man, I love today. Whiskey and Ephraim and Salty and Danny, good morning. Thank you for being here. And Grip and Love and Lee and Brutal and Free and Big J. And I know Linda and Will. Linda won't get a chance to scroll in, but I know she is. And The Exception, love you. And Richard and Silly Cat. And all of you guys. Kathleen D. You guys, I'm reading faster than you can scroll this morning. Eric Montgomery and Sweet Competition and OG Cali. Okay, Pops, I got your winner. Okay, Lee, send me that information. Michael McKinney jumping on to say. Jeffrey Hodgson. Jeff, I love you in New Zealand. Okay, team. Pops, peace. Love you guys. Booty Wrangler. Okay, it's giving me extreme migraines. Is it worth continuing to peruse the hobby? Well, come on, man. That's a goofy question. DM me if you can. Nobody wants to pursue a hobby that's going to risk their health. So we'll talk about that. DM me. And certainly want to help you if we can. Peace, Pops, love. Tonight, 9 o'clock. See you guys. Yeah, and Booty, we can get you answers. Sorry, we ran out of time here. 9 o'clock tonight. Peace, Pops, love, out.